Hello everyone and welcome to this week's F1 2012 week upload online. Yes, we are in Valencia, I think it's the first time or the second time I think. But once again back in a Force India, which is a team which I seem to be in a lot of the time as we prepare to get racing. So there's 6 cars, I'm sat in 5th, 4 of them ahead of me, hopefully making up 4 places in these 3 laps. So the light's about to go out now. We're away for this race on Valencia. There's a decent start for the 3 ahead of me, but not to the guy to my left, which is now behind me as I'm up into 4th place, taking a bit too much curve on the inside. Hopefully everyone's going to make it into turn 1 okay. Seems as though we are. A little bit of contact there, and the Ferrari went into the wall, and I think I touched the Red Bull very so slightly, and he went out in the spin. But we are now approaching the Lotus ahead of me, and he's, I wouldn't say the lines through that corner. So he's going to be a bit shaky coming through here, I'm guessing, because the line he's taking, he's pushed me wide, and I've hit the polystyrene board that's actually turned into a death trap, and in turn, he almost took me out going into that corner. There's 4 of us going into one turn. I need the door wide open, he just comes charging down my inside. Then Red Bull, who tries to hit me off, hitting himself off, and now we continue back into 2nd place along this fastest section of the track, more or less, this long straight where we decided to fly 3 years ago. Just come into this braking zone, giving it our best shot, and he's gone extremely wide. Poor run off this corner, but so have I. So I think it's going to be a bit of a tricky person to overtake, considering, oh no, maybe not, yes, maybe he will be, considering his driving attitude and the way he's just wobbling around him. But now under pressure from the Red Bull, he's looking to go around my inside, I think it would be counted as, and see if I can brake a little bit earlier, depending on where that Ferrari is. And he is, I might just do the switch back underneath him. I hold it side by side, but he gives me a nudge into the wall, which is very cheeky of him, so I'm coming to get out of my way. But there's all 3 of us now pushing towards lap 2 and all stretching for that win, as that Lotus is currently holding. It looks like the Ferrari was almost inside of me, but he decided to be taken out by the HRT, who's swiped him into the pit lane. It looks like it's going to be a 3-horse race now towards the end of the race, considering if we all do good driving. But those 2 have been chopping and changing for the past 100 metres or so. They're still sort of on each other's tail. I'm going to sit back and see if one of them makes a mistake, and the Red Bull has, so I'll see if I can go run his inside or outside, whichever one it is, or just overtake him at least. And they're still all going at it, so he's going to go to the outside, I'll go to his inside, but he's going to go inside of the Lotus. It's all almost 3 abreast going into here, but I've tagged the Red Bull round. That's surely going to give me a penalty, and round goes the Lotus as well, but I only got collision 10 XP loss, which is very rare to see. So if that Red Bull does come by, I will let him through in polite fashion. Where is he? There he is. Let's see if I can win this race fair and square. There he is. Oh, there we go. Where is he? You can go there. Go on. There he goes. He's gone. I'll tuck him behind him again, see if I can redo that overtake and rightfully win this race. And the other Red Bull's now on the scene, and this is going to turn back into a 3-horse race from a 2-horse race, which just was after Lotus's escapades into the barrier. But I've left that Red Bull get a bit of a gap ahead of me, which isn't too good. Hopefully I can. Well, now the other Red Bull's going to get on my tail, and hopefully if he doesn't charge down my inside. No, he does not. The other Red Bull's gone wide. Red Bull 1 is it's gone wide, and Red Bull 2 behind me is following suit closely behind me, I think. So it's going to turn out to an interesting battle. If I can catch that Red Bull towards the end of the race, it'll be a very good race for me and a good victory, I think. That other Red Bull brakes a bit later, and you can see the 3 little arrows just appearing. I got a bad drive off the corner, and the Red Bull's dropped about maybe a second behind, and there he is, a second and a half in fact, and 2 seconds to the Red Bull in front. See if we can go and catch him and win this race. I take too much curve into turn 1. And somehow still the second Red Bull does the fastest lap of the race by doing the worst last corner I think I've ever seen by trying to attempt it. But looks like this race might be out of reach if we can or can't overtake it. But I'm taking a bit of the wall there on the inside, and then that's the link with the Lotus. just on a new fastest lap. The gap reduced the gap by 6/10 of a second, but extended the gap to the car behind by 5/10, I think it is. But still trying to hunt down this first Red Bull and do something about him. But he looks like he got so far away again. I don't know how he gets so quick. I think my car setup's a bit slow for straight line speed. I've broken far too late. So I'll just take that line there as best as I can, but it looks a bit closer. I'm running out of corners ready to overtake him. And I'm running out of time now to just hit the wall. And there's the other Red Bull. This could turn into a very interesting last few corners for this race. There we
Second place, brilliant driving, brilliant driving.